Adult School with Marco podcast. The trillest, realest school in America. And today, first of all, before I even say anything, you see what it is. Anytime I put on a player jersey, regardless if it's whatever kind of sport it is, whenever you see I got a player jersey on, you can tell, like, obviously this is Allen Iverson, number 3, the legend, Philly, Before I get into the pod, let me just give a quick backstory on how I got this jersey. I was working for Henson Disposable Company, whatever type shit. It was like basically, this was like a few years ago. I was working at this place. It was like they had this dumb big ass like conveyor belt, like so shit would be on this conveyor belt, and it would all be like it'd be like recycled things or shit that people just put in the garbage, all type of shit. So I seen this on the belt. Obviously I done cleaned it and washed it, but like it's like I seen it on the belt, I said instantly, like, let me get this shit. So yeah, shout out to Allen Iverson, the answer. I'm introducing a new segment to the podcast. And if you ain't heard my tagline, I said it in the beginning, but if you ain't heard, it go Adult School and Marco podcast, the trillest, realest school in America. And today, and that's my tagline. So I'm introducing a new segment to the podcast, okay? Shout out to people on YouTube that do reaction review videos, like reaction videos. I'm getting ready to start a reaction video segment. So, so in the title description, I'll put like hashtag recess. Recess, that's going to be like my reaction videos to like freestyles or battle raps or just, any kind of like reaction video that I'm listening to artists spit they shit. So the first one, that's the very beginning of the segment. So it's just, so you'll see Adult School Marco podcast and hashtag recess. This gonna be that. Okay. Now, play this shit off of my Bluetooth speaker. It's gonna be close enough to the microphone it'll pick up. The first artist I'm putting on Adult School Marco podcast hashtag recess. This was a freestyle from LA Leakers. It's one of my favorite rappers. Like, and it's documented. I've spoke about this rapper on some of my first mixtapes, like 8-10 years ago type shit. So this guy, I always respected his pen. He's an incredible MC. He's one of them guys who never got, and that's the thing, like, as MCs, we ain't never gonna get our flowers for real. We ain't really gonna get the credit we deserve for real. Because we live in this, like, microwave era where motherfuckers really don't appreciate shit. But I promise you, it's thousands, it's millions of people that appreciate this man lyrically, also just as a man. So without any further ado, we're going to get into this LA Leakers freestyle from none other than Cyhi. Alright? Used to go by Cyhi the Prince, Those of y'all know, signed to good music. He's very influential to Kanye West and, just Pusha T and guys of that cloth that's been with that label. And he's just an incredible artist who's been He's put out classic albums. He's just a wordsmith for real. He's a real lyricist. Man, we just gonna get into this shit. It's my first reaction video, so it's only right for me to flame up while he's rapping. And keep in mind, this is a spoiler alert. I'm gonna be pausing this segment plenty of times to just double back and just analyze his bars, because I feel like he's one of them dudes who just go off. And I'm looking at the timestamp, and it say 8 minutes, so I know he was up there teed up. He was just going off, man. Shout out to Cyhi. I fucks with you for real. Much respect, much love. Like, MC to MC, like, I love you, bro. Like, no homo, all that shit, but just like, I love what you do for my headphones. Man. Reach out to me, Cyhi. Like, I know I ain't popping like that, but motherfucker got a little Instagram or whatever, a little Facebook Messenger or my phone or my email. Just tap in, though. Real shit. Salute, bro. We finna get into it. Cyhi This is LA Leakers Freestyle. This is my reaction video. This was put up 2 days ago. So this has been out. So I don't know how many reaction videos it's been, but we're going to put it all right in the description. We're going to say reaction video, Cyhi, LA Leakers Freestyle, all that shit. You know, so shout out. Pay attention to the way I'm dissecting this because, like, I'm authentic with it, and I'm not gonna hold back. Like, I mean, if he say some shit, I'm gonna let you know how I feel about it. Okay, and this is one of my favorite artists, so you know. So let's get into it. Without further ado, yeah, I'm setting my shit up. Man, bro, like, this shit incredible. I love doing podcasts. I love the fact that I can come home from work, tap in, and you know, get my other job going. Because I'll tell you, this what I'm doing for y'all. This is my favorite job. And this is what I want to, you know, get started as a career for me. So, but let's go. Enough talking. Adult School Marco Podcast, the trillest, realest reaction videoer, man. Let's go. Cyhi.
Oh man, it's that time.
Let's get it, man.
It's that time. LA Leakers, just incredible. DJ Sour Milk.
Oh yeah, it's an honor tonight. It's an honor tonight. You know, a lot of times the conversation will come up about top 5 LA Leaker freestyles of all time.
Yeah.
And I want to give this man his flowers, man, because Cyhi, the Prince, his name always is coming up.
It's always in the conversation.
In the conversation,
Always.
top 5. The last time he was here, he dropped some crazy bars. It sounds like our brother's back to go crazy tonight, man.
Hey man, you know what it is, man. The best rapper alive tour.
Talk to
The
him.
story he got.
It's that 42 Doug. Hey, Chris, what up? This your man's 42 Doug, but this my man Cyhi. Let's go.
Soliloquies, a lesson of humility.
Run it back. Stop it. Hold on, wait. That nigga just said soliloquies.
He got.
I'ma make y'all niggas get y'all thesaurus out.
LA Leaker freestyle.
This Adult School with Marco podcast right now.
His flowers, man, because
This recess, this the reaction videos to some real niggas spitting that flame, not none of you poop-put ass niggas.
Top 5. It's
that real G shit.
Crazy bars. It sounds like our brother's back to go crazy tonight, man.
Hey man, you know what it is.
White Owl Grape Gang in the building. Chief Mulatto Poppy in the building.
On the way. Hold on, let me get.
Talk to him, Si.
In here.
Confessional soliloquies, a lesson of humility. It's hard when our father's in correctional facilities.
Woo!
If it wasn't for my professional ability, I would probably be somewhere on the level 4 where killers be. But I'm off the Russian road with an extra load of Hillary, straight from Mexico. My connections go to Italy. Bless his soul, sold oregano from Piccadilly. We had the gas and water, paid the mortgage from utilities. Niggas ask for smoke, so I'm trying to keep it big with me. And I'm talking it cold, shouting I keep that thing of my jig with me. My spirit lives forever, even if they kill me physically. What do you call a black sheep that made it past the streets? The scapegoat, but them bullets never riddled me. Okay, here's another riddle piece. There's 4 of us in the car and I put my bitch in the middle seat. Cause the Mossberg pump, Brian
Shotgun, literally.
I was taught, never get caught at the stoplight. Be flash forever. I wish I could make it all right, but I had to learn how to make it home, make it all right. Get what I'm saying? All right, niggas shooting in the air. Never had a dog fight. Glock with the fog light. I done lived a hard life, right? Man, these streets will show you no mercy. Like leftover Thanksgiving, I went cold turkey, the most worthy. I took a flow that's so murky, they called me 430. That means I was woke early. Had to get my teeth fixed. Rest in peace to old dirty. Ain't them whole pearly. Yeah, okay, let's switch the topic. I might just drop a Christian project. Niggas still a copy. I'm a Catholic that's philosophical. Early, had to get my teeth fixed.
Are you hearing this, man? Hold on.
Old turkey, the most work. Niggas shooting in
Nigga, run the shit back. Hold on. Run the whole shit back. You niggas.
Let's get it, man.
It's that time.
I gotta explain. I gotta teach you niggas how to listen to real art.
Sour Milk.
Oh yeah.
You niggas be hearing the beat. You ain't listening to what he's saying and how he.
A lot of times
He pieced that shit together.
Top 5 LA Leaker
Niggas don't
freestyles
piece
of all
that shit
time.
together the way
And,
Cyhi
I
do.
wanna
I'm
give
sorry.
this
I'm not
flowers,
sorry.
man, Because Cyhi, the Prince, his name.
This nigga bringing me out retirement. G, hold on,
In
folks.
the conversation, top 5
Good music in the building.
He dropped some crazy bars. It sounds like our brother's back to go crazy tonight.
True honesty in the building. Stand the fuck up.
Talk to him.
Story of E-God.
The story of E-God.
Hold on, let me give y'all something.
Get that shit. Cyhi, go off.
Confessional soliloquies, a lesson of humility. It's hard when our fathers in correctional facilities. If it wasn't for my professional ability, I would probably be somewhere on the level 4 with killers be. But I'm off the Russian road with an extra load of Hillary, straight from Mexico. My connections go to Italy. Bless his soul, sold oregano from Piccadilly. We had the gas and water, paid the mortgage from utilities. Niggas ask for smoke.
You niggas know about utilities.
And I'm talking it cold, shawty, I keep that thing of my cheek with me. My spirit lives forever, even if they kill me physically. What do you call the black sheep that made it past the streets? The scapegoat, but them bullets never riddled me.
Ooh, that was wrong.
Okay, here's another riddle. There's 4 of us in the car, and I put my bitch in the middle seat, cause the Mossberg pump, Ryan shotgun, literally.
Yeah. Hey!
Be flash forever. I wish I could make it all right, but I had to learn how to make it home, make it all right.
Fuck 12.
Get what I'm saying? All right, niggas shooting in the air, never had a dog fight. Glock with the fog light. I done lived a whole, but I had to learn. Was in the car and I put my
Rex,
bitch
these niggas ain't never had no dog fight.
Ryan shotgun, literally.
They ain't have no dog fight for real G ever.
Be flash forever. I wish I could make it. There's 4 of us in spirit lives forever. Even if they kill me physically. What do you call the black sheep that made it past the street?
My spirit lives forever, even if they kill me physically.
Okay, here's another riddle. There's 4 of us in the car and I put my bitch in the middle seat. Cause the Mossberg pump, Ryan shotgun. Literally, I was taught, never get caught at the stoplight. Be flash forever. I wish I could make it home. I had to learn how to make it home, make it all right. Get what I'm saying?
Talk to him.
Niggas shooting in the air, never had a dog fight. Glock with the fog light. I done lived a hard life. Right. Man, these streets will show you no mercy. Like leftover Thanksgiving. I went
Cold turkey.
the most worthy. I took a flow that's so murky, they call me 430. That means I was woke early. Had to get my teeth fixed. Rest in peace to old dirty. Ain't them whole pearly. Yeah, okay, let's switch the topic. I might just drop a Christian project. Niggas still a copy. I'm a Catholic that's philosophic. Yeah. And my freestyles are philanthropic. Yeah. So that makes me a non-profit. Get the logic. Used to be a con artist, but I never picked a pocket. My pocket's still doing time. Imagine me stealing watches. They botched the robbery and had to kill the hostage. Real life chronicle, the honorable Muhammad who changed lives. My songs can do the same thing the Quran do. Life ain't fair, nah, and neither is the carnival. They get paid when you lose. How you think they make their money, fool? Sunday school over ones and twos.
Ain't fair, neither is the carnival, nigga.
In my rendezvous, ciphers in the cafeteria, making niggas run they food. First I would kill a mic, then make them run they juice. Ooh. Let's go. First I would kill a mic, then make them run they juice. Man, I'm just fucking around with it. Hold on, give me something else, bro. Give me something else.
Yeah, we caught those.
Hey Rex, niggas pulling me out of retirement, G.
Yeah, we gonna run that back.
Man, that was easy.
Niggas motivating niggas out here, nigga. Funk Flex, what up?
Touch this beat.
DJ Buck, what up?
Cyhi's in the building with the LA.
Okay, y'all ready? Yeah. Pull off in the forum, watch your fish tail. We was weighing fish scale on a fish scale, no really a fish scale. You know the one with the hook on it that you hang by the fish scale. We was getting the men, I'm talking big bells. Plus the Nick Sale, David Fizdale. I'm just a rich player, never did jail. Man, forget 12, but if you did tell, snitching on the click, it wouldn't sit well. They gon' leave your mama house with 6 shells. A couple bands on your head, I'm talking pigtails. I be rapping like I don't think my shit smell. Shawty got a dark mouth, I never did yell. The relationship failed, so that ship sailed. School, I would skip hell. But I learned that silent and listen is the same word, just misspelled.
For all my niggas that don't got YouTube Premium, you know what this is. It's an ad. Another ad. Damn.
With miles of cardio, awesome classes, and
Silent and listen is the same word, just misspelled. Like, you know how the letters on the motherfucker, like, silent, listen, y'all get that. I got my GED, I guess it's still a diploma. I'm in the trap house, cause niggas get killed on the corner. Old head in the kitchen with the Williams Sonoma. Had to boil the saw to kill the aroma. Fuck around and have mesothelioma. I was selling gas, I never had any homework. Hugging the block, that bitch made me a loner. Even when I think about grinding, I still get a boner. That's why I keep bringing up old shit. I need to chill with the plunger. I ain't that rich yet. I still live in the jungle. They got lion hyenas and gorillas living among us. No Nintendo games, niggas can't folks slang. Them infos swang right below where the trench coat hang. Insults came, had to revenge your gang. Now you see his son through the glass. That's the windows pane. So let us twist romaine to be a rapper in the hood. That's how you built your name. Like when the heroin stick your vein and hit your brain. If I ain't the dopest nigga ever, you must sniff cocaine. Listen, since everybody wanna talk about the ghostwriter, I wrote fire for most of y'all favorite artists. So I inspired this whole generation. Y'all are ghost spiders. Technically speaking, I'm everybody's co-writer. Flow tighter than fish pussy. Thanks to the most higher. Kicking hip in my nigga.
Go, hey, hit his bag!
So let us twist.
Hit his bag!
Swing right below where the trench coat hang. Insults came, had to revenge your gang. Now you see his son through the glass. That's the windows pane. So let us twist romaine to be a rapper in the hood. That's how you built your name. Like when the heroin stick your vein and hit your brain. If I ain't the dopest nigga ever, you must sniff cocaine. Listen, since everybody wanna talk about the ghostwriter, I wrote fire for most of y'all favorite artists. So I inspired this whole generation. Y'all are ghost spiders. Technically speaking, I'm everybody's co-writer. Flow tighter than fish pussy. Thanks to the most higher. Kicking pimpin', my nigga, don't get your hoe higher. Former coke driver, Ferragamo coke buyer. Who you know flyer. No Richie bow tie. Let me run this joke by you. Every rapper was richer before rap, but I was broke prior. You was never in the trap with the toast by you. Broke the microwave, so we hit it with the blow dryer. A dozen roses on my show rider. Cause niggas will never give me my flowers. Kept it 100 when I spoke. I belong on a low rider. Got the world at my fingertips. I'm a globe trotter. I'm on loop dancer with a loop dancer. We the new tandem, too random, but I'm too handsome to be out here prancing around in the new phantom with a Cubana who blew me down like a Snoop anthem. Made her my main bitch, she in New Hampshire. I'm the type to hold your boo ransom. Told her I don't do cameras in a cool manner. I said it's principles.
What's up, Snoop?
Phantom with a at my fingertips. I'ma hit it with the blow dryer. A dozen roses on my show rider. Cause niggas never give me my flowers. Kept it 100 when I spoke. I belong on a low rider. Got the world at my fingertips. I'm a globe trotter. I'm on loop dancer with a loop dancer. We the new tandem, too random, but I'm too handsome to be out here prancing around in the new phantom with a Cubana who blew me down like a Snoop anthem. Made her my main bitch, she in New Hampshire. I'm the type to hold your boo ransom.
What he say?
I don't do cameras. Too handsome to be out here prancing around in the new phantom with a Cubana who blew me down like a Snoop anthem. Made her my main bitch, she in New Hampshire. I'm the type to hold your boo ransom.
Y'all niggas don't know shit about geography. If you did,
I said it's principles, baby, and I'm the school chancellor. Cute answer, then she threw a tantrum. It's a new scandal every day on the news channel, so I'm paranoid. I got my hand on my tool handle. Cause when you the shit, niggas, they want a stool sample. I'm from where they step on niggas, don't get your crew trampled. Cause when it's your time, you can't shoot cancer. You can't shoot cancer. My daddy worked too hard, so we ain't do Santa. Man, I'm going with these niggas. Cyhi in this motherfucker, y'all know what time it is. The story of EGOT. Busters. Speech, man, you know. This is what we do. We can do another one, but you know, I don't want to come up here and, you know, disrespect the mic like this, you feel me?
talk that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Appreciate y'all for having me up here, man. Love, bro.
I want y'all to appreciate the breath control on that too.
Absolutely.
That was insane to have a front row seat to watching that type of greatness.
Come on, man.
How many punchlines do you think we missed in the moment?
Damn, I'm thinking the over-under is like, I'm saying 75. 75.
Y'all will catch it later, though.
Yeah.
Y'all will catch it. That's why we do YouTube. That's why we do these type of... Let y'all sit down and study this. Break this down. You know, these is notable, quotable. My
God.
You feel me?
That album on the way, man.
That's
Yeah,
why-
the story of EGOT on the way, man. We're gonna put out the EGOT EP first, but then we're gonna put out the story of EGOT. Yes. Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. This shit deserve all of them. The Pulitzer. I deserve a Hollywood Walk of Fame. BET Award.
Yeah, King.
Yeah, the key to the city.
Yeah, King.
All of it.
Manifest
All of
that
it.
shit.
Hey!
Thank you, man. LA Leaker Freestyle.
Joe. Shout out to motherfucking Prince.
Just incredible. Cyhi.
Shout out to the LA Lakers.
We LA's number one for hip hop. Know that? Yeah.
East Side Atlanta, fool.
Man. Ooh. Okay, let's talk about it. Look, first of all, he killed that shit. That was a real tutorial. Like this Adult School Marco podcast, but right then it was Adult School with Cyhi. Cause this motherfucker really taught motherfuckers. Like, if you pay attention to everything, like, cause I fuck around, I might run the whole bitch back. I know we at 21 minutes, and we might run this whole bitch back. I'm gonna talk about it. We gonna run this back, cause I know I missed a whole bunch of just punchlines. That's why I've been big into, and I need to remind motherfuckers, cause I think I haven't been. Wordsmiths like me, and like Cyhi, I tell you what you should do, and I'm putting motherfuckers on game right now, I promise, because I know it ain't a lot of motherfuckers doing this. Put the captions on. You know that mode? Put them captions on. When I'm in my mode, I'm going off, them captions gon' get a lot of the lyrics right a lot of the time. Some songs don't it just varies. But you'll get a song, whatever, a freestyle, whatever. If you put the captions on, sometimes they'll all be accurate. I'm telling you. And I'm gonna run this this free back, but let's just break this down for a minute, cause he came through that bitch. Bro, it's been a minute since I done seen somebody go off for that long, and that's what real talent is. That's what a real writer is, like, and to his caliber and his level, cause he's in a league of elites. Like, I'm talking about, like, it's just to say his levels to this shit. It forces you. You have to do your homework. You have to be a fan and a student of hip hop and lyricism and just, rap, and to appreciate, to really, cause I know, for young dudes, like, they looking at me like, oh, like, I'm tripping. I got too much passion about this. Like, I heard his shit ain't woo woo. Like, if that's how you feel, cut this episode off. Cause I don't even want to make nobody upset. The way he came through and held it down from an MC to an MCG, like, that's what I'm talking about right there. If I ain't even got my interface on right now, I ain't using it, I got a little clap applause button on it, but fuck that. Like, I really clap for bro, cause, like, it's a lot to pick at when you talk about even this freestyle or just Cyhi in general. I mean, rest, and that's, you see, I'll tell you something about Cyhi, and I could tell you, it just makes sense, to say that he's really a chosen one, to say he's really to say he's special, to say he's blessed and all that shit. And you heard what he said, like, how you a prophet, and he this and that, and his faith. But, like, look, I remember a story broke a few years ago where, it was a situation. It was like some sort of, it was in traffic. I read it. It's on Vlad TV or some shit. Like, you can Google it. Basically, like, he was in this altercation, whatever. He crashed his car, and some dudes apparently was trying to, they was trying to, I don't know what they was trying to do, because I wasn't there. But moral of the story is if God got you covered, he literally got you covered. And you will be in certain situations where, if he got you covered, you'll be in a certain situation where you might think after the fact it happened, even in the moment, ooh, I'm not going to get out this jam. Or, ooh, whatever. Let me tell you something. If you relate to that and you've been in a situation and you got out and you didn't think you was going to get out, I'm telling you, God trying to talk to you right then and there. And, hey, man, if I could do something with this podcast, the least I could do is bring up God in positive ways to make motherfuckers spark their interest to be like, oh, I'm gonna check him out. Because it's one thing to just say, hey, go get some God in your life, but hey, I'm living as an example. Like, hey, I've been in so many situations that. So anyway, you know, and I ain't trying to consistently compare myself to Cyhi, but you know, I do. So, you know, shout out to Cyhi. He killed that freestyle. Like the way you construct something, because you know, like he's a perfectionist, and I know he's a writer. So as an artist, now I guess I can't put a fact on this, but I bet that he prepared that whole verse. And I'll tell you what, if it was all like a freestyle, and if he told me it was a freestyle, or if he said it was a freestyle, I would believe him, because I know it's just like, it's like Dragon Ball Z type shit. Certain people have that ability to just go like Super Saiyan 5 and beyond, you know, like with that freestyle rap shit. Some people, like, they just have that ability, and like all you can do is look at them like in awe, like as if you would like put yourself like in Dragon Ball Z type shit. Like you see a motherfucker just killing that shit, just you over there like, you know. Cyhi's one of them, Lil Wayne's one of them, I'm one of them. I could go on, but like, motherfuckers got that mode. The way he curated that whole shit, and his breath control, you know, even breaking down his lyrics, like to even, you know, because like I got a homie that came up to me. He's like, hey man, will you show me how to rap? And I told him like, yeah. And I don't think he expected me to say yeah. I think he, you know, at first he just thought like, oh, you know, just make conversation. But like, I could show a motherfucker, I could teach you. And one of the things like I could pick about Cyhi's verse is like, just when you like, cause like when you start rapping or writing, you know, obviously you're not just gonna start off being like somebody that can rap like Cyhi. But I would tell him, like my homeboy, like if I was like trying to show somebody, teach somebody how to rap, I would say, first of all, before you even get into like that rhyming shit, wordplay or anything like that, start writing, period. Free writing. Like, don't try to really necessarily rhyme, none of that scheme shit yet, because it's a build up. I'll tell motherfucker like, just start practicing, getting in the habit and hobby of writing. Like, and even because it's gonna be time, like, you know, it's muscle memory to the point where, like, you know, and I got several filled notebooks full of lyrics and verses and shit. And when I say I have several, and I've lost several, so it's just like, but over years, by a span of 15, 16 years, like I've have, you know, whatever. So it's like when you first starting off you want to rap and you trying to start, I would say start literally writing, like getting in tune, getting your muscle and your brain connection used to just period writing for one, and writing out of random times also, but like doing that first because you want a repetition, but you're not even gonna know what to write about. You're gonna sit there and be stuck like what all you want to talk about. So that's the part of, you know, right there in the beginning, is because you want to learn something, there's always going to be levels to shit. And there's always going to be something like a challenge. And then you beat the challenge, you get better. And you just keep that method and formula. So if you're trying to write something, I'd say start with just writing. Like, and fill one sheet of paper. And you talk about whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it'll just come to you. I can't really tell you what to write about, unless I'm ghostwriting somebody or whatever shit, you know what I'm saying? Which is something that is in my future, you know what I'm saying? And I want somebody to pay me my worth, because, like, you know, I'm sure I can write a hit song, or, you know, whatever is going to come in value and money, like I could. So anyway, yeah, like, start, you know, fill a sheet of paper. Literally, you know, just and write whatever. Like I said, first of all, don't focus at the beginning about rhyming shit, because if you spend too much attention on that, it'll block you. You'll get writer's block a lot, and you could make things you could get demotivated quickly, saying like, oh, like this, you know, or you try to just, you know, because being a writer, there's so many levels to that shit. You know, you want to be a rapper, you know, then there's levels to that, and it depends on what kind of, I guess, rap you want to be and whatever. But like, say for me, like, you know, because I could teach a class, and I talk about, like, and shout out to Lupe Fiasco, because he's teaching a class how to rap. I could do the same shit and have that shit and have a syllabus and like a fucking, you know, all of that shit, like showing you, you know, I could do this shit like a semester. Like, you know, first you start writing. I'd make a motherfucker do that for like a week straight. Just write, boom, pages. And if you can front, you know, you don't have to do the back, but if you can do front to back, great. And the more pages you write is literally the better, the quicker you're gonna get better at it. It's because it's through repetition. So you write, you start writing, then you go on to the next phase. Like, okay, finding your voice, because you start to, you know, when you're just starting, everything's new for you and you're not good at nothing yet. So you have to build that, and there's just ways to go about things. And, like, you know, you find your voice. You keep writing too, because that's just like sharpening your sword. That's like your main weapon is you know, is writing. You have to be a good writer. Like, you know, you could develop that cold freestyle shit, but inevitably and ultimately, if you can't write some hot shit, you're going to have a harder time. I mean, you know what I mean? You ain't going to be one of them guys who just, you know, one hit take Jake all the time. You not Jay-Z. You was not from Marcy. Like, ain't none of that shit happen. You not that. And a lot of people, what they want to do is when they become a rapper, they just want to create this fake persona and start just like coming up with some complete bullshit lies and just starting to kind of go from there and to force feed people like that. And, you know, off top, like, motherfuckers ain't gonna fuck with you like that if they can't feel any genuine, authentic, hot shit from you. You know, it's easy to get swept up with what everybody's doing, but it's tougher to stand out. And once you do stand out, you know, that's its own reward in itself. And it's responsibilities and shit that comes with standing out, you know, and that's a privilege. Motherfuckers want to work to stand out. Motherfuckers don't want to just be all the same shit. You start working, finding your voice, you continue writing, then you go on to the next phase, like, you know, after you find your voice and you write, you know, then you can start kind of, you know, playing with rhyming things, wordplay, metaphors, whatever, you know, but you're going to try different things. You might not just use and do the same thing repetitively, you know, and you going to eventually probably fuck around with auto-tune, all that shit. You know, I like using, I like, especially because I've been teaching myself a lot lately, how to engineer my own shit and how to play with the vocals and the sounds and shit. So you gonna eventually try to run into YouTube and all that. But it's, man, bro, it really just takes time, repetition, and that will to just be a dog about it. Like, I'm a dog, because I tell you what, I've been rapping for over 15 years. I started rapping when I was really 15, but like I started like writing and shit when I was like 14. But I was spitting and pressing up CDs and like putting covers on them and selling them in junior high school. So, like, you know, I just been on that when I was early. So like I just, you know, and I grew up and I was active. So it's like at this point, I'm like a in the sport of rap, I'm just, you know, if I would compare myself to like some sort of NBA veteran, I'm one of them, but I'm like an elite. So anyway, because I worked at the shit though, like I'm literally like, you know, like how these NBA professionals be in the gym working on their jump shot and work and different, just, you know, they get put in thousands of different scenarios to practice that situation, and then they perform in real life. There's a whole bunch of shit that I done with this rap shit. So much money I done put in the studio time. So many different talented artists that I know and that I network with and shit. And, you know, just so much that I've done in the independent lane. But I can't gaslight shit, and I can't just say, hey, check this out. None of that matters to me. And I know it doesn't matter to y'all. So I'm just here to keep it all the way a bean. Even with this reaction video, I'm always keep it a bean. But it's like, you know, a lot of people, you know, like for some people, that whole false reality of celebrity people are like, you know, LA mode or Hollywood shit or New York shit. Like, some people are that. I'm not that. So it's like I'm still a regular guy when you see me, but at the same time, I know I'm special, okay? And I'm trying to create and show my true value. But I'll always be more important to myself than anyone else could feel that I am to them, because I walk with me every day. So that's just some extra shit. But back to the rap shit and teaching somebody, I could show somebody, but like right now I'm just, you know, invested in myself and invested into my daughter. And right now, this is some of the best times of my life. It's ironically right after some of the worst times of my life. So it's true and it's real how quick things can change and turn around. So it's very important to stay up and positive and hopeful, because, you know, if you're somebody that's negative all the time, you can manifest more negativity. So I'm starting to kind of go into an episode of my podcast, but we're going to keep it on just showing this young king love on this reaction video, because this has got to be one of the best top 5 easy, probably top 3. This has got to be top 3 freestyles, hottest freestyles of the year, no doubt. We gonna play this back. I've been babysitting this blunt. I'm gonna light it. He killed it, and he, you know, it's pure. It's excellence displayed. Like, you know, the breath control, how long Buddy was rapping. He didn't fuck up. He didn't, you know, choke. He was witty. There were so many punchlines in there that I missed the first time that I know I'm gonna hear. And you know, he's just somebody that's been doing this shit for a long time. So it shows. It shows when you stay true to your craft, and you ain't one of them guys who just be all in the clout shit or the fame shit, or just all about the wrong things. And that'll catch up with you too. Like, that'll show, you know, you ain't gonna do nothing but expose yourself if you in it for the wrong reasons. And that is across the board, no matter what you're doing, what's going on. That's just like some real shit. You know, you gotta be true to this shit if you wanna, you know, be on this level. Cyhi is one of the best MCs ever. Like, and I'm not even, ain't no bias with me. That's some real shit. Like, you could go back and listen to his older shit, classics, and motherfuckers be ahead of their time. Like, you'll think about it like, damn, like, I remember, you know, 2011, 2010, around that time, like, you know, he's popping shit. That's 10 years ago. So, you know, he's a whole, just like I'm a whole 10 years older now, so is he. So it's just like, man, motherfuckers really be, you know, it's a gift. I can't explain it. And motherfuckers be, you know, it'd be surprising me how everybody don't know how to rap, you know. I'm surprised when motherfuckers be saying, I don't know how. Like, how do you not know how to do this shit? But that's a testament to how cold I am, because, you know, motherfuckers, you know, I'm trying to manifest me getting into like URL, like rap, you know, just to display my talent more, because it's like, shit, I know I could compete, and I'm a competitor, and, you know, what I want to do is compete. Like, this is a sport. So I would love, and so if anybody, you hear this podcast, see this podcast, or you got a friend or something, and you want to put some money on something, and you want to record something, and you ain't playing, if you want to battle rap me, we could go like however you want to do it. We could go off the top, 5 bars. I mean, not 5 bars, 5 rounds. We could do 3 rounds. I mean, you know, however you want to do it. Give a fuck. We could do writtens and prepare and have, you know, regardless how we do it. I know this. I know motherfuckers gonna watch it, and I know that I'm cooking shit up. Like, no matter who it is, no matter, you know, if I get prep time or if it's just off top, like, that's just how I'm coming. So I openly challenge anybody to have a rap battle with me that's going to be filmed, that's going to be put out there, you know what I'm saying? And because really, and all bullshit aside, I'm trying to open up a lane for a lot of young artists and also artists that have been overlooked. So that's really what, you know, the intent is. And obviously, yeah, we compete, and I want to flame your ass up, but at the same time, I want you to flame me up too, because at the end of the day, I'm an MC and I love that shit. That's all entertainment for me. And at the same time, we cross networking and all that good shit. So it's like, you know, and if you can, whoever, if you can beat me in a freestyle battle, you know, by popular opinion or by a judge, then prove it. Cause I want to see that shit. That's how confident I am. I want to see that shit. Cause I'm telling you, I've been, and I want to see like myself, like just like all the way in that mode. I want to watch that shit. I want to see like, you know, like how I react when I drop a mean bar, or how they react, or just everything. I just want to feel that energy that people on URL feel. Shout out Smack, you know. But then there's other outlets too, though. You know what I'm saying? Up and coming rap battle leagues that are popping too. I want to do all that shit. I just want to, you know, I might rap battle myself. I don't know, like type shit. I just, you know, that's the MC in me too, though. That hungry competitor, because I want to get myself in that mix, like. Because, you know, I've been out the streets. I've been stopped trying to play the streets, you know, and just trying to stop, you know, because I used to have a infatuation with that type of life. But, you know, I was misguided and I was wrong. So thank God I'm still alive. But still, like, you know, that I'm saying that to say I'm not chasing that. Some people would chase that forever. Some people do. It's for whatever reason. Some people chase that. I'm not. And I'm currently single, so I don't have a girlfriend right now that you know, a relationship takes my time up. I don't do that right now, so it would be ideal time wise and just, you know, just for a lot of different reasons for me to get into that right now. Cause I've been exercising my pen like a motherfucker, like, so it's like, you know, and I haven't done that shit yet before, and I want to do it. So, but anyway, I'm done talking. I'm done ranting. We finna play this freestyle one more time. This has been my reaction video, Cyhi, the LA Leakers freestyle from 2022. Right now, it's June 4th. We're gonna run this bitch back. Shout out Cyhi. Man, you know, we never got that smoke from Joe and Cyhi, and there was a tiny bit of hope for me when that shit was when that first started, you know, going back and this and that. But now, you know, and then, you know, I know how it is when people do their press moves, and I know what it's like when just people just, you know, or you just tweet something just on some regular shit and it go viral, like, so I know how that shit goes. So it's like, you know, but that would be something though, like. But then maybe not now at this point, because, you know, I don't know. Buddy been retired for a long time. And, you know, obviously, yeah, he's one of my favorite artists in all time and all that. And I know he inspired me and all that shit. But really, though, he be tweaking sometime. And, you know, I love Joe Budden, but sometimes he be tweaking. And, you know, and I do too. But, like, it's come to the point where it's like when I'm tweaking, like, I know my little brother he already knows that shit, and he could tell me. Some motherfuckers might not know that I'm tweaking, though, because they don't know me like that, so they might just let shit ride and not know how to handle shit. Like, you know, Joe, he just be, sometimes he on, you know, whatever, and then he not on that, then he in his bag, then he on some wild shit, then he, you know, whatever. But, you know, but I say that out of love and respect, you know, and he can afford, I mean, that's just him, that's how he coming, like, you know, so it's like, man, and not to take this away from Cyhi and start talking about Joe, I'm gonna just say this one thing, and it ties with the rap battle shit. I remember Total Slaughter, right? You know what I'm saying? That pay-per-view shit between Hollow the Don and Joe, and I remember the whole shit, and I remember ordering it, watching it, and it ain't been a nigga to rap that made me that angry. Like when Joe Budden did that shit that he did, what was it, like the third round, and just like said like, fuck this shit, I'm done, and he dropped the mic or some shit. Now, so you know, from that moment, you know, he really let me down as an MC, cause I really hold Joe up to a higher standard than that, you know, and bar for bar, you know, and Hollow nice, and he, you know, he bested Joe that night, and Joe came with the bars, and all that shit, but that shit it's just levels, and the whole shit was different, you know. Hollow had the setup with the, you know, the joint, and and Joe had the microphone. And it was just off. It was very off, and that wasn't like Mood Music 2, 3, 4 Joe. And it pissed me off. So Joe Budden, I love you, but that shit that you did in Total Slaughter, and that shit that you had with Cyhi, like, I'll just say this, and this is my thing on it, and I'm gonna leave it alone. At one point, I thought Joe could out-rap anybody, or, battle, win anybody. But now, and just not even now, but, I was wrong in my take with that. And I was biased, because you one of the most influential, I'll say rappers or artists. I don't want to say men because we don't know each other personally, but I'm saying, like, you one of the top 3 influential, MCs to me, my whole career, to the whole reason and why I do this shit and why I take it serious the way I do. But with saying that, like, you be tripping sometime. And it's crazy because I'm 31 years old, and like I've been off this Twitter shit. I don't fuck with Twitter. I really don't fuck with Instagram like that. Like I have an Instagram account, but I don't follow motherfuckers like that, and they don't really follow me like that. And I don't do that social media shit. I've been gotten off, and I'm glad I did. I don't fuck with Facebook, so that's for y'all. But what I'm saying is, I remember there was a point I tweeted Waka Flocka, and he retweeted me. So now, and there's been a few different artists that I've, whatever, just through social media, whatever, with. I don't even want to say interact, because you never know who's really behind a computer and all that shit, But what I'm saying is, like, it's funny how, now I just read, like, that Waka said something to Joe, because Joe had said something about the strip clubs, and Waka was like, shut your soft ass up, whatever. So it's like, the fact that I've reached out and interacted with Waka on the internet, and for the fact, and I've reacted with Joe Budden on the internet, and him and Maul at the same time. But I don't know, I don't never know people's intentions, so I don't really who knows. But I remember that though, and I'm not making that up. So, but Twitter suspended my account like some months ago, so that's why I ain't fucking with it no more. But I'm just crazy how the world connects itself together, and the fact that, like, this is all happening now, and just 10 years ago or whatever, like, Joe and Cyhi had some supposedly, like, rapper friction. But like I said, I thought Joe would, I was riding for Joe versus Cyhi, but I was tripping. Cyhi fire your ass up, Joe, lyrically, and I would too at this point. And that's crazy that I'm saying that on a podcast, and my podcast. And I'm knowing, like, and I ain't even trying to say that shit on some, like, oh, I'll go viral. Because, no, if that was the case, I'd have been viral. Because I'd been said some wild shit. But right now, in 2022, like, I would beat my favorite rapper in a rap battle. I would beat Joe Budden in the rap battle, I would say. I definitely, you know what? And as far as for me, you got to look at it from my point of view. I'm nobody in the music industry. So it's like, that's like David and Goliath. And for one, I know Joe ain't going to come out of retirement to do shit, and he not going to respond to this. He not going to give this no energy. But just like Joe Budden, that's just like how a lot of corporate is. No matter if corporate businesses, they, and he's corporate now. And that's crazy. But it's not, because it's like, I understand it, and I know he's got a family, and I respect all that, and and he's gotten a bigger bag now. So I'm not hating on Joe. He's elevated his shit, and he just don't want to deal with you fuckity fuck niggas. I feel that. I'm on that same shit too. But at the same time, I'm also saying that, like, yeah, like, if it, say if you know what I mean. I would beat Joe, and I would have hotter shit to say dissing Joe Budden than he would to diss me. And the love and form of battle rap is like, you might, motherfuckers put a date on that shit, and then they gonna go ahead and study, and they gonna, I'm taking this shit back to, like, football practice, film study. Like, I'm preparing to fucking know everything what you gonna do and what you not gonna do, and I'm just prepared to put my game plan together and just go off. And obviously I'm at the advantage. Like if me and him really did some shit ever, cause right now, cause no one else knows about me. And at the same time, it's like, yeah, he's a public figure, so I could fucking just. It's simple though, but regardless though, that's what I'm saying. On a talent level, it was a point though. It used to be a point Joe would get me out of here, but right now, I get Joe Budden out of here on some rap battle shit if he ever wanted that smoke. And I'm saying that respectfully, King, because that's at the end of the day, I'm still a fan of Joe Budden. But not this Joe Budden that's really been on doing his shit. I'm proud of that nigga, but that's not Mouse. I'm sorry. That nigga, the nigga that is on the Joe Budden podcast right now, wasn't even in the real Slaughterhouse group before. Like that nigga, motherfuckers want to say they clone Gucci. They done clone Joe. Cause that nigga. I'd say, it is relative, cause shit, this shit about this reaction about Cyhi is Joe and Cyhi has smoke and but Joe getting this bag. I really want Joe to put me on game. Hold on. Ooh, I don't know why this shit just. It probably shut off automatically because it wasn't active.
Powering on. Welcome to All Tech Lansing.
Yeah, I just got this bit. But yeah, though. Okay, we're going to finish this. We're going to run this back one more time.
It's an honor tonight.
Shout out to everybody that's been watching this throughout the whole time. Oh, connected. Okay. It's pain in the ass.
It's an honor tonight. A lot of times the conversation will come up about top 5 LA Leaker freestyles of all time.
Yeah.
And I want to give this man his flowers, man.
Podcasters is getting the DJs out of here too, nigga.
Always is coming up.
It's always in the conversation.
DJ F Marco, that shit ain't take off.
He was here, he dropped some crazy bars.
But Those School Marco podcast did.
Hey man, you know what it is, man.
And this the only podcast where you'll hear real niggas spitting that real shit.
On the way. Hold on, let me get
Cyhi.
Atlanta in here.
For the second time, let's go.
Confessional soliloquies, a lesson of humility. It's hard when our fathers in correctional facilities. If it wasn't for my professional ability, I would probably be somewhere on the level 4 where killers be. But I'm off the Russian road with an extra load of Hillary, straight from Mexico. My connections go to Italy. Blessed soul, sold oregano from Piccadilly. We had the gas and water, paid the mortgage from utilities. Niggas ask for smoke, so I try to keep the stick with me. And I'm talking in cold, shout I keep that thing of a jig with me. My spirit lives forever, even if they kill me physically. What do you call the black sheep that made it past the streets? The scapegoat, but them bullets never riddled me. Okay, here's another riddle piece. Got 4 of us in the car and I put my bitch in the middle seat. Cause the Mossberg pump, grind shotgun. Literally, I was taught never get caught at the start light. Be flash forever. I wish I could make it all right, but I had to learn how to make it home, make it all right. Get what I'm saying? Alright, niggas shooting in the air. Never had a dog fight. Glock with the fog light. I done lived a hard life. Right. Man, these streets will show you no mercy. Like leftover Thanksgiving. I went cold turkey, the most worthy. I took a flow that's so murky, they call me 430. That means I was woke early. Had to get my teeth fixed. Rest in peace to old dirty. Ain't them whole pearly. Yeah, okay, let's switch the topic. I might just drop a Christian project. Niggas still a copy. I'm a Catholic that's philosophic. Yeah. And my freestyles are philanthropic. Yes. Yeah. So that makes me a non-profit. Get the logic. Used to be a con artist, but I never picked a pocket. My pocket's still doing time. Imagine me stealing watches. They botched the robbery. They had to kill the hostage. Real life chronicle. The honorable Muhammad who changed lives. My song can do the same thing the Quran do. Life ain't fair, nah, and neither is the carnival. They get paid when you lose. How you think they make their money, fool? Sunday Sunday school over ones and twos in the middle of tongue and groove. It's wisdom in my rendezvous. Ciphers in the cafeteria, making niggas run they food. First I would kill a mic, then make them run they Jews. Let's go. First I would kill a mic, then make them run they jewels. Man, I'm just fucking around with you. Hold on, give me something else, bro. Give me something else.
Yeah, we caught those.
There's so many bars.
That was
got ran through.
Yeah, we gonna run that back.
Man, that was easy, man.
Let's touch a beat that's never went. No one's ever touched this beat.
Not here.
You gonna be the first one. Cyhi's in the building with the LA.
Okay, y'all ready? Yeah. Pull off in the form, watch your fishtail. We was weighing fish scale on a fish scale, no really a fish scale. You know the one with the hook on it that you hang by the fish scale. We was getting the men, I'm talking big bells. Plus the Nick sale, they were Fizdale. I'm just a rich player, never did jail. Man, forget 12, but if you did tell, snitching on the click, it wouldn't sit well. They gon' leave your mama house with 6 shells. A couple bands on your head, I'm talking pigtails. I be rapping like I don't think my shit smell. Shawty got a dark mouth, I never did yell. The relationship failed, so that shit sailed. School, I'ma skip hell. But I learned that silent and listen is the same word, just misspelled. Silent and listen is the same word, just misspelled. Like, you know how the letters on the motherfucker like, silent, listen, y'all'll get there. I got my GED, I guess it's still a diploma. I'm in the trap house, cause niggas get killed on the corner. Old head in the kitchen with the Williams Sonoma. Had the boy of the saw to kill the aroma. Fuck around and have mesothelioma. I was selling gas, I never had any homework. Hugging the block, that bitch made me a loner. Even when I think about grinding, I still get a boner. That's why I keep bringing up old shit. I need to chill with the plunger. I ain't that rich shit. I still live in the jungle. They got lion hyenas and gorillas living among us. No Nintendo games, niggas kinfolk slang. Them infos swang right below where the trench coat hang. Insults came, had to revenge your gang. Now you see his son through the glass, that's the window's pane. So let us twist romaine to be a rapper in the hood. That's how you built your name. Like when the heroin stick your vein and hit your brain. If I ain't the dopest nigga ever, you must sniff cocaine. Listen, since everybody wanna talk about the ghostwriter, I wrote fire for most of y'all favorite artists, so I inspired this whole generation. Y'all are ghost spiders. Technically speaking, I'm everybody's co-writer. Flow tighter than fish pussy, thanks to the most higher. Kicking pimpin', my nigga, don't get your whole higher. Former coke driver, Ferragamo coke buyer, who you know flyer. No Richie bow tie, let me run this joke by you. Every rapper was richer before rap, but I was broke prior. You was never in the trap with the toast by you. Broke the microwave, so we hit it with the blow dryer. A dozen roses on my show rider. Cause niggas will never give me my flowers. Kept it 100 when I spoke. I belong on a low rider. Got the world at my fingertips, I'm a globe trotter. I'm a loop dancer with a loop dancer. We the new tandem, too random, but I'm too handsome to be out here prancing around in the new phantom with a Cubana who blew me down like a Snoop anthem. Made her my main bitch, she in New Hampshire. I'm the type to hold your boo ransom. Told her I don't do cameras in the crude manner. I said it's principles, baby, and I'm the school chancellor. Cute answer, then she threw a tantrum. It's a new scandal every day on the news channel, so I'm paranoid. I got my hand on my two-handle, cause when you the shit, niggas, they want a stew sample. I'm from where they step on niggas, don't get your crew trampled. Cause when it's your time, you can't shoot cancer. You can't shoot cancer. My daddy worked too hard, so we ain't do Santa. Man, I'm going with these niggas. Cyhi in this motherfucker, y'all know what time it is. The story of EGOT.
You niggas don't appreciate shit. Oh, he came through and burned that bitch down, man. Listen, we creeped up on the hour. This been my first review reaction video. I was honored to do it with Cyhi. Shout out to the LA Leaguers. Shout out to Cyhi. Adult School Marco Podcast. The trillest, realest school in America. Adult School Marco Podcast at gmail.com. Cash app, marcofultzbeats. Download and subscribe to my podcast at anchor.com. Get the app, anchor.fm. You can find me on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Google Podcasts, everywhere. Shout out Cyhi. Who's gonna be next? Who I'm gonna do my next reaction video? Email me, send me some shit. adultschoolmarcopodcast@gmail.com. I'm coming through anyway though to do that shit though. So stay tuned for my second reaction video. Y'all been great. Peace.